Hello again everyone, welcome back to another video on this wonderful platform we call the internet. Now, today we're going to be responding to a video from, once again, the one and only Young Defiant, or as I should say, Young Wanker. And this time once again, about God of War Ragnarok, which actually comes out tomorrow. So, yeah. Not sure if you can notice, not, but I am kind of sick, so hopefully that won't really affect how I talk in this video. Who knows, whatever. So, yeah. All I can say is let's just get into this bullshit, shall we?
You didn't have to deal with these reviewers that aren't anywhere near credible, just say what they're paid to say, walking, talking robots, walking, talking shills. Listen, if you actually believe these God of War Ragnarok reviews are real, all this praise that the game is getting is real, you're even more stupid than I imagined.
Wow, nothing like insulting your audience. It's really gonna help win them over now, isn't it?
Anyone with a quarter of a brain, which is honestly even less than what most of you watching this video have, if we're being real, you're not all there up top. You're not dealing with a full deck of cards. You could never be as intelligent as me, as truly sophisticated as me, but who could? No one. But anyone who can at least tell their left from their right would know these reviews are just not real, bro.
They look pretty real to me, and anyone else with common sense, unlike a dickhead like you.
God of War Ragnarok deserves the lowest possible score you could give it, and that still wouldn't be accurate enough to describe how truly bad of a game this is. And honestly, what's even more pathetic is this game ended up getting the same score as the last God of War game in 2018.
So, what's that going to do with anything? It just happened to earn the same score. Like, whoopee shit, does that really mean anything? Like it's bad or some shit? No, it just happened to get the same score. This is not really much to look into. It's just what happened. That's just how it went. It just happened to get the same score. That's it.
Which is honestly pathetic when you think about it, right? It's like you're supposed to elevate as a developer. You're supposed to come out with something that's better. All this proves is they took the safe route, didn't know what to do, and this is just nothing but a total reskin. Let's do the bare minimum work, because we know when we drop this garbage, this is just a reskin of the last game that adds nothing new, does nothing unique. These idiots will still praise it. Why? Because it's God of War and because it's PlayStation. How do you come out and get the same exact score as the last game? You know how pathetic that is? And it still doesn't even deserve that. It's like most games, again, they're getting better and better. This review is higher. This review is higher. It's getting the same review as last time. That proves that the game is trash. It's stagnant. It's going nowhere.
Okay, so just think of this for a sec. So according to Young Wanker here, his logic is that if a game gets the same score as the previous game in that series, no matter how high the score is, if it's still the same, that means it's trash. Just think about that for a second. Now that is some high IQ logic right there. That only someone as stupid as Young Wanker here will, go through with. So just think about that.
This game should have got at least a 98. It couldn't even get higher than Elden Ring. And that was a horrible game.
Not gonna lie, I kind of forgot Elden Ring even existed. But still though, it's not a trash game, it's actually a really good game. It's not the best game of the year, because, well, at the time it came out like at the start of the year, and there's still hordes of other games to come out, such as Modern Warfare 2, Ragnarok, Unbound, and several others, so that's why I wasn't saying it was game of the year, because, well, you can't just jump to such a conclusion like that when the year has only just started. So, yeah.
All you God of War fanboys, all you PlayStation fanboys, you're hyping this game up to be one of the best games of all time. It couldn't even get higher than the last game.
So, it doesn't mean shit. Once again, it just happened to get the same score as the last game. Like, whoopee shit.
It's a failure. It's a flop. I told you it was going to flop. And all these losers in the comment section said, well, how did the last game flop if it sold over like 20 million? There's over billions of people on this planet, and it can only sell 20 million copies?
Is this Pufter for real? He honestly thinks that every person on this planet has to buy the game, even if they live in the same house or apartment or whatever it is as each other, has to buy this game in order for it to classify as good. So that me and my roommates last time that if me and my roommates still living together, so you're telling me that all 4 to 5 of us would have to buy the game to contribute towards a higher selling more, and same with everyone else on the world, even if they live in the same house or apartment, right, we have to buy it so then it can sell more than the last game in order for it to be good. Like, fuck right off with this logic. This guy honestly just talks out of his ass, and it's just pathetic. Like, he thinks he's so smart and stuff like that. Like, honestly, it's just pathetic. Like, how desperate do you have to be for attention, because you're probably so lonely? How desperate do you have to be for attention that you just talk shit to people about things that they may or may not like? And then you get all pissy because people don't have the same opinion as you. Like, good grief.
Didn't the PlayStation 4 have over 100 million sales? So you're telling me only 20 million people out of those 100 million bought the game? That is a flop. This is a huge AAA release that had stupid budgets behind it, stupid campaigns, including terrible actors and ball players that has nothing to do with gaming, coming out here trying to hype up the game, do these corny commercials, had all this behind it, and it can only get a 94 on Metacritic.
The ads are just ads to generate some more hype for it, which already has lots of hype. And once again, it's still a pretty high score. Yes, it's the same as the score for the last game, which came out in 2018, but once again, that doesn't make it trash. And also, the game doesn't even come out till tomorrow. It's only these critics, 63 critics at that, who have got it. So only 63 people so far have got it, and maybe some others who, I don't know, just actually, if you see some gameplay up there. So probably about, let's just say 70 people so far have it. And then the game actually comes out tomorrow. So you think you're so smart that you can tell that something's going to be trash or not. So you can see the future or something, is that right? Can you see the future? Can you see the future? Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. You can't, because you're not worth shit. Neither are your opinions.
Game is a flop, but it still doesn't even deserve the 94. It still doesn't deserve all the praise that it's getting.
Just like you don't deserve your viewer base.
These are lies, and if you believe them, you are exactly what's wrong with gaming.
I actually think you are what's wrong with gaming, because you're so stuck in the old times that you think that... Okay, so it's 2022, not 1993, so you honestly need to pull your head in and get with the times, you old fucking fart.
See, here's the thing, right? You clowns move off of emotion, not facts.
Says the one who was yelling and shouting and carrying on like a poofter earlier on in the video, like literally in the first minute or so.
I move off of the facts. I don't care about your emotions or your feelings.
And I don't care about your opinions either, and neither does anyone else with a brain.
You move off of hype. As long as people are saying good things about something, it's good to you. As long as it's popular, it's good to you. As long as this terrible YouTuber and streamer that you watch is talking about it and saying it's good to you.
And if it's old, it's apparently good to you. You're the type of guy to say that anything old is good. Well, here's a reality check. Not everything old was good either. So, there you go.
It just proves how truly stupid your logic is. You bring up irrelevant things like sales to try to prove your point, fake review scores by a bunch of shilling goddamn reviewers and stuff like that. You bring up a bunch of shilling YouTubers and streamers with no free will. They get paid to say good things. The second you click on their trash content, and this video was sponsored
just like I clicked on this trash content
by, and this video was sponsored by,
I think someone's jealous that we don't have any sponsors.
And this video was sponsored by, this video is thanks to today's sponsor, and this sponsor. That's all you hear when you click on these garbage YouTubers, but these are
Someone's very jealous.
rounds that you watch. Thanks to my sponsor. Paid shills. Get paid to say good things about games. You stupid viewers, you people watching this video are just stupid.
The only one stupid here is you.
You just blindly believe them. Could never be me. I function off of true quality. Why? Because myself, and I am something of true quality, pure beauty. Something that is far superior than the rest. You know what's funny, right? How does it feel knowing that no matter what you do, no matter where you go, all of you people watching this video right now, how does it feel to know that no matter where you go, no matter what you do, I'm better than you?
Okay, so are you Superman? Can you fly? Can you do everything and anything that no one else can? No, didn't think so. You aren't capable of shit except for talking out of your ass.
I have incredible taste in video games, anime, manga, anything you can think of. I am the king of anime, manga, and gaming. I have an army of soldiers ready to march on my command.
Okay, so you're a dictator or a military admiral or some shit. No, I don't think so, because you just sit at home whinging and bitching about other people who have different opinions to you and getting all pissy about it.
How does it feel being inferior? It's got to suck, right? Well, not everyone could be great like me. We need Walmart greeters. We need cart pushers. That's your destiny. It's not mine. I was born to rule. I was
born to rule nothing, but you ain't worthy of shit. This guy's actually a joke. I'm getting both annoyed and entertained by the absolute bullshit that comes out of this guy's ass. Like, if I thought that the last video and the video before that about Doom Eternal was bad, well, this one is a whole new level of trash. Probably even worse than It's a Poofters videos too, to be honest.
born to be successful. But anyway, back to this game. This game is going to flop hard. I mean, if you can't even get a higher score than the last game, this game, it's dead on arrival. No one's talking about it. That's why you think they had to get LeBron James and Ben Stiller and all these people to try to hype up this game. Why do you think you're seeing ads for it every 5 seconds? Because there's no hype for it.
And you know that how?
Nobody besides pathetic Sony fanboys, you can't take them seriously anyway, care about this game.
A PlayStation fanboy calling out other PlayStation fanboys. Well, at least the other ones can have pulled their head in and gotten with the times. And also, well, this whole thing of a PlayStation fanboy calling out other PlayStation fanboys is nowhere near as entertaining as the PC fanboys turning against each other. But still, at least the other ones have gotten with the times, unlike your old wrinkly ass.
It's not even an exclusive. It's gonna go to PC like the last one.
That means that more people will be able to play it. Those specifically who don't have a PlayStation 4 or 5. Those who have a PC will be able to play it, and that means it will get a wider audience as such. In other words, more people will be able to play it. Although it is a year later, but still.
Couldn't even just be on PlayStation 5. Had to, they had to appeal to the last year. If you're still playing on PS4, you're a loser. Imagine not being able to own a PS5 at this point.
This guy cannot make up his own fucking mind. First, at the start of the video, and almost every other video of his, he's been saying that all these new-gen gamers with their PS4s and PS5s and XB1s and Series X's and all that are nowhere near as on a high level as him and all that. And now here he is saying that you don't have a PS5. Like, make up your fucking mind. Are you that fucked in the head that you just contradict yourself left, right, and center? Like, make up your fucking mind and stay with your opinion instead of changing it every 5 minutes. Are you that fucked in the head? And you say that you're better than us, yeah, here you are, can't even make up your own friggin' mind. Put your fucking head in, you poofter.
Still making games for you budget gamers, you broke gamers. That could never be me. If I was a developer, I'd say, oh, you still got a PS4? That's your problem. Bum. Get a PS5. Game's still on PS4. Pathetic.
The only thing pathetic here is you.
I mean, this game, and you can't even call it that because this ain't no goddamn game. It's a glorified movie, a long, drawn-out cutscene.
If you use a controller or keyboard to, I don't know, interact with it, then it's a game, which just happens to have good, lengthy cutscenes because, well, I don't know, maybe Sony just happened to decide to have their games more story-based. So, there's not really else much I can say about that. A game is something that you use a controller or a keyboard to interact with. So now, it's not a glorified movie. It's a game because you use a controller and or a keyboard to interact with the friggin' thing.
But it literally does nothing new from the trash God of War 2018 game. And that is the reason why it got the same exact score as the last game. It does nothing new, brings nothing unique to this new installment. It's once again another Last of Us clone with, instead of Joel and Ellie, Kratos and his trash son, which honestly probably ain't even his, to be honest, but maybe they didn't have DNA tests back then. Then you got fake Norse mythology that doesn't even make sense. Nothing is historically accurate. But do people care? Of course they don't. Of course they don't.
It's not historically accurate 100% because the whole thing is... pretty much the whole thing is fictional anyway. Like, Kratos isn't a real god or anything. He's fictional. Just like the game, and it just happens to have accurate Norse mythologies and Greek mythologies, which is the old games, put into it, with fiction based around it, such as Kratos and Atreus.
People don't actually want to use their brains and think for themselves. No. No wonder society is so messed up.
Because of people like you.
Just so many dumb people with no guidance out there buying horrible stuff like this and believing fake reviews. I'm just so disgusted, right? That reviews are not off of the quality of a game. It's off of how popular the game is, how they know if they come out and say the real facts. Because again, so many of these reviews, you can hear it in their voice. They want to say how bad this game is, but they know if they do, no more payments from Sony. No more review codes. Bunch of angry fanboys in the comments section saying they're gonna unsubscribe and they're not watching anymore. Like, grow a pair, you cowards.
Uno reverse card.
What happened to gamers on the front lines that didn't give a damn about these pathetic fanboys? But now they got you scared. Now the God of War fanboys got you scared. The PlayStation fanboys got you scared. Not me!
And you said you talk with facts and not emotion. Yet here you are once again working yourself up and carrying on like a tosser.
I'm gonna spit these facts regardless of who come for me. You gotta give a damn about what some nerds online gonna say? No, I'm gonna bring the real. God of War Ragnarok is a trash game, and all the reviews praising this game are lies. If you believe them, you are exactly what's wrong with gaming. Congratulations, pat yourselves on the damn back, because you're the reason why gaming is dead and gone forever. Get this garbage game out of my sight.
Well, thank God for that. Now I can get this trash human being out of my sight too. So, in the end, just like with my last video of this puffer, which was actually kind of well received and still getting views to this day, don't listen to anything he says. Do whatever you want, because at the end of the day, his opinion doesn't mean shit. Just like those SJWs, it's just an NPC talking. So, do what you want. If you're excited for this game, you are. If you're not, you're not. Whatever. So, don't listen to anything this puffer says. He's just talking out of his ass anyway, and his opinion is as worthless as what an NPC in a game says most of the time. So, yeah. Anyway, though, that's the end of the video. Thank God. So, feel free to like, subscribe, and if you want to, stay tuned for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.